Hi. We have a friend that works over here at the Commons who lives in the high desert. Okay. Wakes up every morning at 3:30 to make that drive from the high desert to Universal City. So I'm thinking about him this morning because it's cold. Plus, we have snow through the mountains and also in the high desert. Hi, everybody. All of that to say good morning. And you know, the weather is doing something different depending on where you are. And it is very surprising to see that snow even in the high desert. But the system is right on top of us. You can see that snow going for higher elevations. Issues along the I-5 corridor. Right now, it does look like the rain activity has slowed down compared to the overnight hours, but we do have some action just off the coast for our friends over in Long Beach and even towards Catalina Island. There's a cell right there that's bringing some thunder, but I'm seeing it stay in place for now. This is the high desert where you can see that snow falling on the desert floor, so from a dusting to up to about 2 inches expected there. And of course, that wet weather in the form of rain and snow through the I-5 corridor near the Grapevine and over into the Central Valley. Now, we still have some concerns when it comes to flooding and debris flow over the San Gabriel Mountains. That is where we have this flood watch in effect until 10 a.m. So still a possibility of seeing some runoff in some of these burn scar areas and difficult travel when it comes to heading up to the mountains because that snow is going to last longer in the mountains. That rain will wrap up earlier for us at lower elevations, but the snow's going to continue in those higher elevations. So I'll be back to time it out for you and show you what to expect for the rest of the week. Right now, let's get you out on the roads because we've got some issues out there, Robin.
Yes, we do. So many problems to talk about. We're going to start off with one of the bigger problems. The big issue here is the flooding that Belen mentioned. It's always a problem on the 101 heading through Boyle Heights. So once again, here we go. We have several lanes closed on the southbound side at the 4th Street exit rolling through Boyle Heights. Lots of water in the lane. So you are able to get through, but in the left lane only. Just one lane open. CHP and Caltrans on scene. They're saying it's going to take at least until 6 a.m. to get this water cleared off the road. So if you're heading in that direction, leave early. Consider dumping off the freeway before you get to 4th Street, or consider those alternates like the 10 or the 110 because it's starting to back up there passing the scene. Northbound, it's doing just fine. Just got a word of a new accident here rolling toward the Cerritos area. West 91 at Carmenita. 2-car crash blocking the right lane. It's already backing up. I'll check your drive time when I see you back here in a little bit. But once again, slow it down. Take it easy. We'll talk about more trouble spots coming up. Lynette, Adrian, back to you.
All right, grid line
on this Monday morning, Belen. We're dealing with rain and snow, and it looks like you're going to address. We needed the rain badly, but we were really concerned that it was going to come down too quickly and cause some issues. But so far, we're all right.
Yes, we did have some advisories yesterday over the Franklin fire, over the Palisades fire, but I do have some good news. It does seem like that threat for any debris flow is starting to go down because the rain activity is starting to wind down as well as that snow continues in the mountains. Yes, we so desperately needed that rainfall. When we came into this storm, we were tied for second place for driest start to the water year. But now that we've gotten a little bit more, check this out. We're still, unfortunately, on this list of top 5 water years where we have this dry start because we only got a little bit. So we went from 0.16 to 0.27. Here we are taking the 3rd spot. Now, the rain still going right now. Doesn't look like we're going to get that much more than what we've received. The amounts anywhere between 1/10 of an inch to almost an inch in a few areas. And check this out, the temperatures, those very cold, especially for our friends in the high desert. That's why we're able to see some snow in the desert floor this morning because we've got temperatures that are near freezing over in Big Bear 27, 40s and 50s everywhere else. So gradually, we're going to see some improvement when it comes to the weather. We'll have partly cloudy skies by the afternoon, but man, is it going to be chilly. You're going to need the sweaters. Numbers are going to be in the 50s and 60s. These are the highs for this afternoon, below normal for this time of year. We're going to have 50s and 40s over in the deserts and Big Bear temperatures around 30 degrees. Now tonight, as skies clear a bit more, we can have the development of some frost, especially for the San Fernando Valley, the interior Ventura County valleys. This starts at 2 a.m. It goes all the way through 9 a.m. tomorrow. So the temperatures in this area are going to be at or below freezing. So this evening, or before this evening rather, if you have any sensitive vegetation outside, make sure you bring it outside or you find a way to protect it. Now the weather will slowly warm. We have a high today of 59 degrees in Van Nuys. The rest of the week, the weather will be cool, but once we get to the weekend, by Saturday, we're going to have temperatures around 71. So by the weekend, we're looking at numbers closer to the 70s. So here's your 7-day forecast. After today, not looking at any more significant rain chances. The numbers are going to feel very much like January, with 50s for Monday and Tuesday, then 60s for the rest of the week. And there you see the weekend, how the weather is going to warm up a few more degrees at the coast. 59 today, still looking at some showers, especially off the coast this morning. We have a thunderstorm. The weather the rest of the week will slowly clear and we'll have more sunshine. The forecast in the valleys and Inland Empire, looking at 50s today. It's going to be a soggy commute into work or dropping the kids off at school. And by the end of the week, the temperatures are going to be in the mid 60s. By this weekend, we're going to be in the 70s for the first weekend of February. The forecast in the high desert, windy, rainy, a little snowy. The low desert is dry. We have cool conditions there. By the end of the week, you see the highs warming into the 60s and 70s, but nothing really that stands out in that 7-day forecast, except for the very cold temperatures in the overnight hours. And in the mountains, that snow, it's going to linger for much of the day, especially in the San Bernardino Mountains. We have those winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories in effect until this afternoon, and then some lingering snow showers through about the evening. And then after that, the weather starts to clear up. Temperatures in the 40s by the end of the week, and this weekend temperatures in the 50s if you want to head up there and enjoy that fresh new snow. That's your forecast. Now let's check out the drive. What's up, Robin?
Oh, it's going to be a tough drive in the soggy weather this morning, Belen. We're checking back in on our traffic alert in Boyle Heights. This is video from earlier this morning on the 101 at 4th Street in the 2 o'clock hour, around 2 a.m. CHP started getting calls from motorists traveling through the area about the lanes being flooded, and you can see how bad it is here in this video. Well, this is from earlier this morning, with the right lanes flooded, the left lanes flared off, and traffic was squeezing by, right? That's no longer the case. I just got an update from CHP, so we're going to switch over to the map. You were getting by in one lane only, but now all lanes are closed. So you cannot travel south on the 101 beyond 4th Street. They're diverting all that traffic off at 4th. And I was telling you earlier, dump off the freeway before 4th Street instead of trying to squeeze through the slow traffic there. Well, now you'll have to consider the 110, consider using the 10 instead, or any of the exits approaching 4th, because that's as far as you can go. This is only the southbound side. If you have to travel north, leaving Boyle Heights, East LA, heading toward downtown LA, for now, the northbound side is open. Just got word from Metrolink. They have canceled service for the Orange County, Riverside, and 91 Paris Valley lines. Trains will not operate this morning because of down power lines on the track. So as they deal with this, unfortunately, they're unable to provide an alternate source of transportation. So you're going to have to plan ahead. And once again, Metrolink canceled on these lines. I have more updates coming up about your commute. So another traffic check coming up in a bit. Lynette, Adrian, back to you.
Man, a messy start to this Monday,
Yes.
Robin. Thank you.